What up, viewers? What y'all up to tonight, bruh? We here chilling, waiting for Outlaw Wifey to get off work. I hope y'all are doing great on this Sunday evening. Appreciate the like, appreciate the like. Yo, what up, CBTHC? What you doing, dog? Chilling, about to watch the never heard of that. Oh, Seahawks. I'm stupid, bruh. My brain wasn't braining. The Seahawks. Seattle. Hello, you good? What up, teen? What's going on? Chilling, bruh. Chilling. Fuck, went over to do some work on my sister's car last night and some shit popped off. All is well, bro. Hell yeah. I hope all y'all are having a great Sunday. Getting ready for good old work tomorrow. Yeah, bro, fucking went to my sister's yesterday, bro. Had hell yeah, hell yeah. So my sister called. Well, actually, I just went over to go visit her. Got there, me and my brother-in-law got the starter taken off of a whatever fucking year Impala it is, and I finally got the goddamn starter off that sumbitch, and my dad finally made his way over, and we're sitting there tinkering around with the goddamn starter. Like last weekend or the weekend before, my brother was pulling out of a gas station. 50 got behind him, and my brother didn't stop. I'll just be real with you. We don't fuck with 50, so my brother didn't stop. He kept going. I was not with him, but I was at my sister's when he come flying around with a cop chasing him past my sister's house. About 3 minutes after a cop passed, chasing my brother, bro, this goddamn all black. And when I say all black, I mean black rims. It was a black vehicle with black rims, black tinted windows. I mean limo tinted windows, bro. Like illegally tinted windows. My sister's neighbor runs out, comes over to the truck, talks to whomever's inside of the truck, and not even 5 fucking minutes later, we had a cop roll up in front of the house asking us if we knew who just come running from the law around there, and we're like, nah, we don't know anybody around here, and blah, blah, blah. But it's clearly, we ain't no narcs, bro. But my sister's neighbor is a goddamn snitch, bro. Y'all can go look him up. His name's Jason Burke. Jason Burke. Burton. Jason Burton. Or Burke. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's Burton. Anyways, he's a goofy looking motherfucker. If you look him up, he got like a yellowish, dirty looking blonde fucking beard going on. Half red, half blonde. Anyways, he's a goddamn pig. He ain't a pig. He's a goddamn rat, which is worse than a fucking pig in my book, and I goddamn hate cops. But anyways, last night we're working on the car, and this dumb sumbitch decides to walk over and try to talk to us. And I remind you, my brother finally got a hold of my brother that day when all that shit went down. We was gonna go pick his ass up, but where old buddy snitched, my dad got pulled over before he could actually make it to my brother's house, or make it to where my brother was. My brother is still not locked up yet, which praise the Lord. But yeah, he's a fucking snitch, bro, and that shit all about went down on live last night. I had OG Sneaks on here, I had Kong 2 times on here saying drop the snitch, drop the rat. Thing is if he genuinely is a rat, because like I said, I watched with my own eyes him run out and talk to this fucking blacked out fucking GMC. So if y'all anywhere near the good old green state of KY and y'all in Georgetown, y'all better keep your eyes out for GMC's blacked out, because he a cop. But anyways, dude come over, tried talking to us. My dad put him in his fucking place. And then old buddy wanted to act like he was all that shit, and he really ain't. I about fought him a couple of years ago, and I should have whooped his ass. But at the time, I was in the middle of addiction, and that where I was living was the only place I had if I didn't want to go sleep out on the ground. And I didn't whoop his ass, but I should have. My girl is the assistant GM up here at this Marathon Clarks, whatever the fuck y'all want to call them, Marathon Clarks. And dude, their entrance is so weird, bro. Like, their entrance isn't their exit. You enter on one side of their building and you got to pull out the back side of their building and drive down a little road for like less than 100 foot, hit a stop sign, make a right or make a left, and go down to the road. And since I've been just chilling here, bro, there's been at least 30 cars drive around this building like the exit's over here, and it ain't. It's straight in front of me. It's funny. It's funny. Damn. Yeah, bro. To be honest with you, right now we ain't rolling with a whole bunch of go-go juice, so my house is about 20-ish minutes away from here, which isn't that far, but I also don't have that much gas. So I was over at my sister's house for a little bit because I was going to go back over there and help her finish working on their car, but my pops ended up coming a little earlier this morning, and so now I think I got like an hour, so I'm just going to live stream while I'm waiting on the woman to get off work. Only time I ain't on empties on payday, and that's just until the following day. No, I can't even cap, bro. This car gets good gas mileage. I drove from Kentucky to Oklahoma, where Smokey lives, on $60 worth of gas. There. Just there. And then back was another 60 in gas, right? No. We went down there and back on less than $100 worth of gas. Because this car literally, like, I want to say like $45, that fills it all the way up. But then when we got to Oklahoma, bruh, the gas prices are stupid down there, bro. They stupid down there in Oklahoma and Smokelahoma. They kind of outrageous. My girl hates it because yeah, dude. I had a Jeep, dude, and I could go fill that some bitch up like $85, almost $90 worth of gas, bro, and drive it around town for about an hour, dog, and I'd already be on like a half of a tank. I loved that vehicle. I had a buddy that had a motherfucking a Ford Bronco, one of the older modeled Ford Broncos, bro, and that some bitch got like 7 miles to the gallon type shit, bro. Like it was stupid. We go whip that bitch every fucking where, bro. It would turn heads everywhere we went. I don't know if it was how loud it was, how much smoke come out the tailpipes, or our dumbasses in there motherfucking thinking that some bitch was a Cadillac or something. Gas guzzler, yeah, bro. But I never heard nobody complaining about my gas guzzler when it come wintertime, bro. My motherfucker, I'd have that Jeep anywhere you fucking wanted it. Yeah, so this Lexus of my girls, bro, it gets damn good gas mileage, bro. I can't even complain on it. It has eco mode and sports mode on this bitch. If y'all have a Clark's pumping shop, and they got the freezies in there, bro. You get the blue raz halfway and top it off with green apple, bro. It hits different. Hell yeah. First time I ever drove a car with sports mode in it, bro. It was like a 2014 or 2000 and yeah, I think it was like 2014 Beamer. I don't remember. My mom's friend had it. It was her car, but my mom was living with her at the time, and she'd let my mom drive that car around. Well, if I was really, really, really good and never mentioned a word of it to my mom's friend, when my mom's friend wasn't in town and she let me come over, my mom would let me drive her friend's car to go pick my friends up. And I never, Like, never ever fucking worried about getting pulled over or nothing like that, right? Because her friend worked for the dispatch unit at the police station. So, this Beamer had like official tags on the back of it, bro, and I'd whip that bitch everywhere. But that son bitch had sports mode on it. Me and my buddy pulled up to go get some gas one day, and this dude pulled up next to us in this little old fucking it was a Mustang, and he was like, what's that car got in? But I didn't know what the fucking car had underneath the hood of it. I just know my buddy looked at me and said, whenever he was like, you want to race? And I was like, for what? And he said, for fun. I said, fuck yeah. We pulled out on the main road, and my buddy looked at me and said, hit that little knob down there. And I looked down, and it said sport. And I was like, what the fuck is sport? And he said, it like tells when you hit that switch over it, it tells the computer that it's in like race mode. So like, now remind you, before that I had got on that little car, and it was a good little car, dude, and it was fast without being in sports mode. But in sports mode, when I flipped that sumbitch over, that motherfucking light turned green. It went from red to green, dog, and I stomped it. And I'm talking about, I don't think that Mustang had time to fucking put it in first. And I was plumb through that motherfucking green light, dude. And I was shitting and getting it. Four cylinder with a 10 speed. It rips. Hell yeah. I do like it in this car because whenever you hit the sports mode in it, the steering wheel kind of tightens up a little bit. Everything's more like touchy. Love it. I fucking love it. What time is it, fellers? I can't even see what time it is. Hold on. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got like another hour. Oh, I'm dropping, y'all. Yeah, way more responsive. I won't even lie, bro. When we come to get this car, when we were at the car lot, bro, and they handed me the keys, bro, and I said, I bet. I took it out on the main road, bro. I took it up about a block or so. I switched this sumbitch over into sports mode, bro, and I motherfucking seen like 125, maybe one. It was definitely 125, and it was still climbing. And I looked at her and I said, "We need it. Let's get it. Let's get it." And I'm sorry because I had a Lexus. That motherfucker seen 125 a couple of times and still wanted to climb. But I should have kept oiling that motherfucker, and the motor might have not have locked up tighter than fucking Fort Knox. No. Well, y'all, I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to try to get a hold of Smokey. I'm going to try to run a live stream with that man, bro. I've been trying to get a hold of him all day. So, you all, I appreciate every one of y'all that stay tuned in. All right, bro, if you're still on after All right, big bet, dog. I'll holler at you, man. Y'all take it easy. Hopefully, Smoky Answers will be running a live stream. So I'll holler at you.